welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm such a big fan of yours, and I'm so excited for this new album. What's weird to me is the first time I met you was in Russia.
Russia, yeah.
Which is we were both there for the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Like, I'm in Russia, and I turn around, and I'm not expecting to see anybody who is black. And then I'm like, wow, that guy looks like Nas, and it was you. Did you enjoy it out there? Was that your first World Cup?
It's my first World Cup, and
Yeah.
first time in Russia.
I didn't know at the time, though, that you were planning to drop an album. You didn't tell me. You didn't even, like, slip it in. You didn't, like, just give me the inside scoop, no?
I didn't even know. We was working on it for a couple of years, and I really didn't know what to do with these songs because they weren't really the songs that I wanted to put on the record. So they were just sitting there, and I always thought like I'd come back to them and finish them up later, but it never happened. So I'm sitting here with all these songs start to pile up, and I'm like, oh, I did a Lost Tapes album 17 years ago.
Right.
I think it's time for another one.
Yeah, but Lost Tapes was one of the most iconic albums where people said, like, oh, Nas came out with this music that, is a collection of ideas and you put it together. It is an interesting idea as a musician to say, these songs didn't have a space on an album, but I still love what I've created. I'm still trying to do something different. And so it's a mix, which some people actually enjoy more because it has such a varied sense. When people listen to it, is there an order for Lost Tape? Do you just like play the songs? Does it matter? Is it like 5, 7, 2, 3, 1? Doesn't like...
No. You just play them. You kind of got to guess, like, what year did he make this one?
Oh, that's nice. It's like a guessing game.
Yeah. Some of the songs are like 10 years old, 12 years old, and some of them are like as early as like a year and a half ago.
That's dope. You are seen as a music mogul now. You're seen as a businessman, but I'm interested in some of the things that you started doing that people don't expect. For instance, like, you're going on tour now with Mary J. Blige, and that's exciting.
Yes.
Right? People are really excited about that.
It's an honor. It's an honor. I'm a huge fan of Mary J. Blige, so yeah, it's an honor. The Royalty Tour, check it out.
That's going to be insane.
Yeah.
And then you were part of a HipHop Museum.
Yeah, we hope to break ground on that this year. We plan to build it in the Bronx by 2022.
Is it interesting for you to look at hip-hop and how it's changed? Because some rappers came into the game when hip-hop was completely, bona fide, and people were like, yeah, it's mainstream. Yeah. You've seen the change from being considered hoodlums on the side to the mainstream now. Did you ever think that hip-hop would get to this point?
I thought it, but I didn't know it would be reality.
Right.
But I was hopeful that it would turn out to be this way and that I would be around to see it happen. And thank God I am, because it's a great time.
Right.
It's a great time to be a hip-hop artist.
A hip-hop artist, a mogul, part of a museum, going on tour, and one of the most interesting aspects of your life right now is you are releasing a children's book. Yeah, called I Know I Can. Yeah. That is a completely different...
Now that I didn't see happening. I didn't see that one. But I do have a song, it's an important song in my catalog called I Can. So, I'm into education for kids. I have 2 kids, so I want to see the best for our kids out here. So putting together this book, I'm still writing it, so it'll be out this year.
You know what I'm excited about the most is there's going to be now another generation that's going to grow up and be like, oh, Nas, yeah, man, one of the greatest children's books writers of all time. I'd be like, you heard he raps? You'd be like, he raps?
Right.
It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much for being on the show, my dude.
Appreciate
it. The Lost Tapes 2 will be out July 19th. Nas, everybody.